Now your next topic is keypad interfacing. Keypad is your input device. We already covered the LED, LCD and 7 segment. All are our output devices. Now we will see the input device, that is keypad. Okay, now through keypad your customer give the input to the controller. Controller will take that input and pass to the output device to display. Either you can connect here output device as LCD, 7 segment or LED as per your choice, but LED can't display the letters, and that's why we are connecting here either 7 segment display or LCD to display the character which is pressed by the customer. Okay, and these are our interfacing diagram. This is related to keypad and LCD. You can connect keypad to 7 segment also. Means whatever key pressed by the 7 segment pressed by the keypad, that is taken by the controller and display on the 7 segment. That is also possible. Now this is the connection here. Keypad, this is a 4x4 matrix keypad, that is 4 rows and 4 columns, and within this keypad 16 characters are there, 0 to F. 4 rows R0, R1, R2 and R3, 4 columns C1, C0, C1, C2 and C3. In this fashion there are 4 rows and 4 columns, means 4x4 matrix which generate which can place 16 characters. For example, suppose we want to interface one key. In that case we want one GPIO pin. Suppose I want to interface 16 pins. It needs 16 GPIO pins, but instead of using 16 GPIO pins, with the help of 8 pins only we are performing 4 rows and 4 column. With the help of 4 rows and 4 column we can place 16 keys here. Instead of for each key there is separate, instead of using separate GPIO pin for each key, we are just arranging the key in matrix form, and in this fashion we save the pins, GPIO pins. Suppose your individual pin you are connecting, that time it needs 16 pins, GPIO pins, and here we are using only 8 GPIO pins. This is our practically 4x4 keypad matrix structure. Okay, now first we will see the key logic. We know that to each key there are 2 parameters, one is row and second one is a column. Between the 2 parameters, that is row and column, we are placing one key. Okay, normally when key is not pressed, this column and row are isolated from each other. Means this switch is this key is open, means this path is open, and that's why they are isolated from each other. Okay, normally row are connected to microcontroller and column are connected to the VCC. Okay, now initially when key is not pressed, that time they are isolated from. Okay, and when you press the key, that time this row and column get short circuited. Whatever status of row, it is passed to the column side. Now physically 4x4 matrix is looking like this, with 4 rows and 4 columns, 16 keys we are placing here from 0 to F. Now we want to find out which key get pressed, and for that we must know the working of keypad matrix. Okay, that working we can split it into 3 parts: verification of keypad, next point is key detection process, and third one is key identification process. In this fashion, code for keypad we are writing in terms of 3 parts, that is verification of keypad, key detection and key identification. Verification of keypad. Verification of keypad means we must check our keypad is okay or not. Is it in working condition or not? Means initially all keys of keypad must be release form. Suppose your keypad is faulty, one of the keys in pressed form, that time we can't use that keypad to interface with the microcontroller. Otherwise that faulty key is continuously detected and passed to the display side. means initially you must cross check that your keypad is running condition or not. Okay, and that is nothing but verification of keypad. Okay, means all keys of keypads are working condition, means all key of keypad is in release form. Suppose one of the key is faulty or it is in press form, don't take that keypad, otherwise we will not get the proper answer. Okay, and that's why always first step is verification of keypad, means we are just want to verify all keys are in release form or not. Okay, now how to do that part, and for that we are sending the data to the rows. Actually in 4x4 matrix, here in 4x4 matrix these rows are output direction, means controller will send the data on this row pin. Okay, and these columns are in the input direction, means the data are taken from this column into the controller, means rows are in output direction and columns are input direction. Okay, initially controller will send all 0 on all the rows, means all these rows are initially 0. Okay, and columns are connected to VCC. All of you agree for this? When all keys are in a release form, these zeros and these ones are isolated from each other, and that's why at all columns we are getting 1 1 1 1, because it is pull up to the VCC through this wire. Yes, and that's why we are getting all ones 1 1 1 1 to on the column side, and this is inputted through this column to the controller. All of you agree for this? Initially controller send all zeros here, means at the 0 side all zeros are there, and on column side all ones are there because it is pull up connected to VCC. Okay, now initially what we want, all keys are in a release form, means it is a release form, means there is no short circuit between rows and column, and that's why column status remain 1 1 1 4 times 1. All of you agree for this? And that is once we are getting all ones on column side, we confirm that all keys are in a release form. Suppose any key is faulty, for example this key is faulty, that time this column becomes 0, because this column connected to row, means and already at the row side there is 0 value, and that's why this 0 is coming to this point, and that's why C2 becomes 0, which indicate that one key from this C2 is 0. Okay, and that's why we confirm, we just check that our keypad is running condition or not by taking all column output is column input is all ones. Once all these are 1, confirm that all pins are all keys are in a release form. All of you agree for this? Just give me the input, then I will proceed for the next task. Okay, means now first part is over, that is key verification. In key verification on all rows we are sending 0 0 0, and at a column side we are just checking, we are taking the input from column side that all ones are is there or not. Suppose all are 1, then we declare that all keys are in a release form, means first part is over. Okay, means keep verification part is over, and all of you agree for this. Okay, now whatever I am saying, suppose I am sending all zeros to the row side, means controller will send 0 here, and one of the key is faulty, that time one of the column become 0, which indicate that key is faulty, that time refuse this keypad. Okay, and when all columns are 1, that time only consider this keypad, that means first part is over. Then next part is key detection. Now you confirm that your keypad is okay. Now we will see for next part, that is key detection. Okay, now keypad is okay, controller is okay, and the output device is also connected properly, but till no one is pressed any key. that time it will remain in the loop. When any key get pressed, it must be detected by the controller. That is your next task. First task is over, keypad is over running condition. Second task is what? We want to check any key is pressed or not. That is our second task. Now how to pass through go to for this next task. Here we are just pressing one of the key. For example, I press this key. That time column status is not equal to all ones. It is 1 0 1 1. All of you agree for this? So initially all rows are 0 0 0. All are 0, and here you are getting columns is not equal to all ones. It is something other than all ones. Means it indicates that one of the key from that particular column get pressed. Suppose this key is pressed, also same thing. Suppose the second this key is get pressed, then C3 becomes 0. Suppose this key get pressed, C4 becomes 0. Suppose this key is pressed, C1 becomes 0. In this fashion, suppose customer press any key, particular column become 0 because it is short circuited to the row. Now in this example we said that one of the key get pressed from C2 column because C2 is 0 here, and that's why we declared that one key get detected from C2 column. That is written here. Your column status is 1 0 1 1, and that's why we declared that C2 column get pressed. Then key detection process is over. Means you declared that one of the key get detected, one of the key get pressed. Yes, this detection part is over. Once this detection part is over, the next process start. That is third task, that is identification of the key. All of you agree for the second task? Key detection. Key detection. Okay, good. Then we will go for the third task, because suppose all tasks are clear, then only you can able to write the code, and that's why I'm taking pause and every time asking this part is clear or not. Okay, means detection part is clear to you. Now I will explain next part, that is key identification process. Key identification process means we want to check which now we just detected that one of the key from C2 get pressed. Okay, now in C2 there are 4 keys. Yes or no? There are 4 by 4 matrix. On C2 there are 4 keys. Now out of 4 key, which key get pressed, that we want to find out. Okay, and for that we are just going for the key identification process. Now when you are typing something, you are not giving one input, then you are taking pause, then second input, like that. You are doing continuously. You are typing something through keypad continuously. Okay, and that's why this is a continuous process. One from key row, one from, for example, suppose you are press this key, then next this key, like that. Okay, means you want to identify which key, it is from which row and which column, and that particular key code is taken from the lookup table and passed to display. That is the logic. Okay, means for example, for each combination, for example, for row 1 column 1, the particular key is there, just give name here. For example, suppose it is 0, then this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, like that. Okay, whatever number you want to place, just ASCII value of that just place into the lookup table. Means for example, row 1 C1 is 0, means this is key code. When these two columns are detected, row 1 and column 1 is detected, then 0 will just declare that 0 is pressed, and just 0 ASCII value of 0 passed to the display. Similar way, suppose row 1 and column 2 is detected, that time this is 1, means ASCII value of 1 take from the lookup table and pass to display. Somebody are saying this is 0, this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3, and this is 4. That is also okay. Means as per your which key you want to declare, just declare in a lookup table. Okay, somebody will write this is 0 1 2 3, like that. Somebody will make structure like 0 1 2 3 4, anything you can write. Okay, whatever you declared in your structure, you just mention in a lookup table. Okay, means for example, in my case, suppose this is 0 and this is 1, I am saying, that time I will write in a lookup table R1 and C2 combination is nothing but 1, R1 and C3 combination is nothing but 2, R1 and C4 combination is nothing but 3, R4 and C1 combination is nothing but 4, R2 and C2 combination is nothing but 5, R2 and C3 6. In this fashion, whatever I want to declare, just keep that ASCII value into the lookup table. Okay, first we are just checking the keypad in first stage, that is keypad is okay or not, means verify the keypad. Then next task, we are just identify any key get pressed or not. We are just reading all columns and just checking all columns are not equal to all 4 ones. Suppose all are ones, we declare that no key get pressed. When any column becomes 0, just declare that one of the key get pressed. Okay, means key get detected. And then next part, we want that identification, and for that what we are doing, actually when you are typing anything through keypad, you can press any key, yes or no. For example, suppose I press this key, that is 5, and this is 1. Okay, suppose I type 51. Okay, that time controller will scan one by one. Okay, controller is doing continuously scanning the rows. Means for example, controller initially keypad verification is over, key detection is over. Now we want to find out the key is from which row and which column, and for that we are using the next logic, that controller will make one by one row 0 and all other rows are 1. Means for example, this row is 0 and all other rows are 1 1. Means controller will send number 0 1 1 1. This is the output pin. Means controller will send data 0 1 1 1. Okay, and just check the column. Suppose I press key number 5, that is not from row 1, and in that case, what is the column status? All are 1 1 1, because this key is get pressed and this row is 0, this row is 1, and that's why this is 1 and this is 1, output is 1. Means this all are 1, which indicate that no key from that row. Okay, then controller will scan next row. Means controller will make this 1 0 1 1. Means controller will make only one row at a time 0. Means initially it will make R1 0, then R2 0, then R3 0, then R4 0. Okay, means first controller will detect any key from R0, no, then it will scan the next row. It will scan the next row, means the second row become 0. Then it will check what is the column status. Suppose column status is other than all ones, it will declare that key from that row get pressed. Suppose no key from this row, it will scan the next. Means it will controller will send data 1 1 0 1. Then again read the column. Suppose all column status is 1 1 1, which indicate that no key from that row get pressed. Then it will scan R4. Then again read the column status. Again all columns are status are non-zero, non-1. All are 1. That time declare that no key from that row get pressed. In this fashion, controller will scan one by one row. Means scanning is done by making respective row 0 and verifying any key from that row get pressed or not. Now how to verify that? For that, read the column. Suppose column status is all 1, which indicate that no key from that row get pressed, and suppose your column status is 0 other than all ones, that time declare that key get pressed from that respective row. All of you agree for this concept? Otherwise I will repeat. Yes, give reply please. I open the chat. Okay, I will repeat. Just read this slide first, everybody. Okay, now consider this keypad. It is a 4 by 4 matrix. Okay, okay, otherwise I will show the big diagram. Okay, now just see here, this is your 4 by 4 matrix. There are 4 rows and 4 columns. Okay, now this is the rows, that is row 0, row 1, row 2 and row 3. This is column 0, column 1, column 2 and column 3. All of you agree for this? Now there are 4 columns and 4 rows. Now okay, now for each combination, first row and first column number is 1, first row second column number is 2, first row third column number is 3. In this fashion, first row fourth column number is A. In this fashion, these are the keypad. Whatever keypad is there, according to that, whatever key code that ASCII value, just write into the lookup table. Agree? Means in lookup table is inside the memory. Means we are just creating the lookup table inside the memory, which handling the ASCII value of this respective number as per the structure of key 4 by 4 keypad matrix. Okay, now we suppose I am just press 51. For example, I am pressing 51. In that situation, that time controller don't know which key get pressed. It is just know that one of the key get detected or get pressed. Okay, okay, then next task is what we want to identify which key get pressed, and for that what is the role of controller? Controller want to identify that key, and that's why identification process is done by scanning one by one row. Okay, now for that controller will make all rows as a not a all zeros. I am just making this row as a 0 1 1 1, means out of 16 I am just I want to just check any key from this row get pressed or not. Means out of identifying 16 keys, we are just first identifying these 4 keys. These 4 keys get pressed or not. Okay, that time controller will make R0 as a 0, this is 1, this is 1 and this is 1. Okay, now already I press 5, and that's why what is a column status? All these keys are in release form, and that's why what is a column status? All are 1 1, which indicate that that key press key is not from first row. Yes, then controller will do the next scanning. That time this row 0 become 1 and R1 become second row become 1 and all others are 1. This is 1 0 1 1 means it will scan the second row. Any key from second row get pressed or not. Now in that case column status is what? 0. This is 1 0 1 1 because 5 number key get pressed, and that's why column status is 1 0 1 1 because this 5 is short circuited, and that's why this 0 is coming to this column side and my number become 1 0 1 1, and that's why we just identify that key get pressed from the second row. Okay, then it will just scan the next key, and once this is over it will go back to the first row again because there are only 4 rows. All of you agree for this concept? All of you agree for this concept? This is the, suppose idea is clear, then only we can write the code. Yes, means a controller will scan one by one row and just check the key is from which row. At a time row and key identification is not possible. Initially we are just identify that key pressed from second row. Agree? Okay, now row detection is over, or row identification is over. Now our next task is column detection. Okay, and for that what is the role of controller? Controller will want to identify the column. Now it is detected that out of 16 row 2 get identified, means one of the key from row 2 get pressed, means one of the key from this 4 key get pressed. We want to find out of 4 कौन सी key pressed है, that we want to find out, means we want to find out the column number also. We identify that out of 4 rows second row get pressed. Yes, out of 4 rows second row get pressed. Now we want to find out which column get pressed out of 4, and that time I will scan one by one column. And how to scan the column? And for that controller will take this column. This is the input side, this is the input. Okay, and that input just taken into the accumulator and rotate towards left or right. Okay, and suppose you are shifting this towards left, this coming out into the carry. Okay, suppose this number in carry is 1, which indicate that this status is 1, means this column is not detected or identified. Then this 5 is coming to the carry, and that time status of this column is 0, which indicate that the key from that particular column get pressed. Okay, in this fashion it identify that key from second column get pressed. Because all of you agree for this, I will repeat again. Just listen carefully. This is very critical task. This is a 4x4 keypad which having 16 keys. Out of 16 key we want to find out which key get pressed. Just now I pressed key number 8. For example, now I press key number 8. That is the task, and controller want to identify which key get pressed, and customer press key number 8. Okay, now it will not directly go to the row number 3. It will scan one by one row. Okay, it will just identify which row get pressed, and for that controller will make row 1 0 and all others are 1 1 1. Check the column status. That time key is 8, and that's why what is the column status now? All are 1 1 1, because this row is 0 and this is not no key from this row get pressed, and that's why column status is all ones. Yes, then controller will scan second row. Okay, again it will read the column status. Again the key number 8 is not from this row, and that's why column status is 1 1 1 1. Then it will scan third row, means input is 1 1 0 1. In that situation, what is the column status? This is 1, this is 0, this is 1, and this is 1, which indicate that row key get pressed from the third row, means we just declared that third row is fixed now. Okay, now we want to find out column number. There are 4 columns. Okay, means in row 3 there are 4 keys, 7, 8, 9 or C. Out of these 4 key, which key get pressed, that we want to find out. And for that, what is the logic? This is what we are getting number 1 0 1 1. Okay, and for that 1 0 1 1 जो भी number है, we are shifting towards left side, means that number pass to the carry. Okay, means for example, this first initially this is 1 1 0 1 1 is the number. This number is coming into the carry. Just check the carry is 1, which indicate that no key from that column get pressed. Then this 0, which is already here, that is passed to the carry side. Okay, and just check it is 0 or non-zero. It is 0 now, which indicate that that column get identified. Means how many times you are doing that rotate left operation, according to that just identify the column number. Agree for this? That key identification is tough job. Okay, your identification is done by scanning row 1 by 1. और scanning कैसे करते हैं? Particular row become 0 and just checking the column status. Suppose your column statuses are all ones, declare that no key from that row get pressed. Then scan second row, then third row, then fourth row. After fourth row again first row, second row, third row, fourth row, and this is continuously done by the microcontroller, and that's why controller get one continuously doing that identification process. Once row get identified, we are just going for the column side. Okay, column identification, and for that what is the task? Whatever number in read by the column, that is taken into accumulator and shifted towards left side. Suppose your number is 1, you are getting the carry. Suppose your number is 0, you are not getting the carry. When there is no carry, declare that that column get identify. Agree? Agree? Okay, good, very good. Now as per this logic, I will explain the first flow chart and then I will explain the code. Okay, I will explain the flow chart now. This is key detection. Initially all are open. When you press, it's become short circuited, and whatever 0, it is passed to the column side. You all of you agree for this 3 step? Keypad detection, keypad is in working condition or not, that is your first part. Second part is any key get pressed or not. Suppose all are ones, which indicate that no key get pressed. Suppose one of the column status is 1, column status is other than all ones, that time it's one of the key get detected. And then next task is key identification, and key identification is done by scanning 1 by 1 row. Once one row is identified, then we are just going for the column identification, and column identification is done by taking the data into accumulator and rotate through left through carry. Okay, this part all of you agree up to this point. Then I will explain the flow chart. Now first start. Then first task is what? Keypad verification. Okay, means all keys are in release form or not, or any key is faulty, that we want to find out. And for that we are doing all rows as 0. Then read column. All keys are open, means all columns as 1 1 1 1. Suppose this yes, then proceed to the next. And suppose no, declare that your keypad is not working condition. Okay, means don't proceed to next part. Means no, then change the keypad, otherwise remain here only. Don't proceed next. And suppose your all keys are in a release form. All keys are in a release form. All column status is 1 1 1 1, which indicate that all keys are in release form, then only proceed for the next operation. Now our next operation is that we want to identify any key get pressed or not. की डिटेक्शन प्रोसेस, की डिटेक्शन प्रोसेस में हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं, रीड ऑल कॉलम. एनी की डाउन यस है तो प्रोसीड नेक्स्ट, अदरवाइज रिमेन इन द लूप. मीन्स आवर कीपैड इज रनिंग कंडीशन, controller is running condition, output device is running condition, but till controller customer is not pressed any key, means it will remain in the loop. Suppose no key is detected, you will remain in the key. Suppose any key detected, any key is down, means any key is 0, then wait for debouncing, because suppose your key status is 0, but this 0 is not because of key pressed, it is because of the supply fluctuation. For example, because of supply fluctuation, we already saying that this column are 1 1 1, all ones. Why? Because it is connected to VCC, it is connected to 5 volt. But suppose any fluctuation is generated within 5 volt for a little time, for microsecond or nanosecond, it has become 0. In that situation, it is not all ones, it is something other than 1. Yes, in that situation, it is because of the supply fluctuation, and that's why we are just waiting for debouncing. When you are pressing any key, it takes some time to detect, and that is time is called as a debouncing time, means wait for 20 milliseconds. Okay, once again read the column, again the column read is that particular key is down, then declare that valid key get pressed, otherwise declare that the variation is because of the supply fluctuation. Just give me reply, what do you mean by debouncing and what? Debouncing. Debouncing logic. When valid key get pressed, it must be remain the 0 value remain there till 20 minutes, and within 20 minutes suppose 0 become again 1, declare that it is because of the supply fluctuation the variation generates. Agree for this debouncing logic? You will reply. Suppose valid key get pressed, it will there the 0 will remain there more than 20 milliseconds, and suppose within 20 milliseconds 0 became again 1, which indicate that this is not a valid key, it is because of the supply fluctuation, column become 0. Debouncing, debouncing is the debouncing when you are pressing any key, it takes some little bit time to get pressed, and that time is called as a debouncing time. Okay, means you must wait for 20 milliseconds, and after 20 milliseconds again read the column and suppose your column status is not all ones, it is other than all ones, declare that valid key get pressed. And that's why we are just immediately we are not declaring key get pressed, we are waiting for 20 milliseconds. Okay, and after 20 milliseconds again status remains same, other than all ones, then confirm that one valid key get pressed. Yes, Tushar, is it clear? Okay. Means this means that key get till down, yes, then proceed for the next task. Okay, now next task is what? Key identification. Key, how to identify the key? Ground each time, scan one by one row, that's why we are grounding next row. Just check all keys are down, agar yes all keys are all nahi, any key is down, yes, then go ahead, otherwise no, then remain in the next remain in the loop, means ground next row, next row, next row, like that. Means initially you are scan this row, means by making this row as a 0, ground this row. Once read the column, suppose all columns are 1 1 1, just scan next row, next row, like that. Okay, and suppose any key is down, then any key is down, that time find which key is pressed from the column status and take the key code from the lookup table and pass to the display. Agree for this logic? की आइडेंटिफिकेशन के लिए हम लोगों को क्या करना है, हर एक रो को 0 0 1 by 1 0 बनाना है. मीन्स फर्स्ट वी आर मेकिंग स्कैनिंग रो 1 by making 0 here. Means this is 0 1 1 1. We are checking the column status. Suppose all are 1 1 1. Just scan next. Okay, just again read the column status. Suppose all are ones, scan next, third row. Okay, again read the column status. All column status is not equal to 1, it is 1 0 1 1. Then declare that keys from that particular row get pressed. Then identify the columns. How to identify the column? Now whatever number 1 0 1 1 जो है उसको shift करना है left को. Means for example when this one is coming to the left side, means you are rotating left by one time, that time this one is coming into the carry. Now what is carry? Carry is there because this is 1, that's why carry is there. Means key is not from that column. Then this 0 is coming to the carry, that time carry is not there, it is no carry, and that time declare that the key is from that particular column get pressed. Agree for this flowchart? Agree for this? Now may I explain now code? Code explanation. Now in keypad, our program is write an ALP to interface hexadecimal keypad with 8051 and display press key on the LCD screen. ठीक है. And now in our figure, particular there are 4 rows and 4 columns. Okay. Now I will write the code. Always first 3 statements are org000h as jump main, and then main, it will jump to the main variable, main label. Okay, now controller will execute this task. Now initially our keypad is connected to the keypad column is connected to the P2 port. Just write down everybody. Column is connected to P2 port. Rows are connected to the P1 port, and 7 segment display connected to P0 port. I just make the connection as per this port number. Key are connected to P2, row connected to P1, and P0 connected to 7 segment display. According to that, P0 is connected to 7 segment. Means what is the direction of P0? Output port. P0 output port. What about P1? P1 is connected to row. Means it is input direction or output direction? It is P1 is connected to row. Means it is in a output direction. And P2 port number 2 is connected to column, and that's why it is in a input direction. All of you agree for this? As per the figure, as per the circuit diagram, I am just saying that P0 connected to 7 segment, that's why output direction. P1 is connected to row, that's why it is also output direction, and P2 is connected to column, that's why it is input direction. All of you agree for this? Just give reply on the chat. Just declare the direction for all ports, P0, P1 and P2. All of you, don't say yes and no only. Just give me the direction of P0, P1 and P2. Port 0 output because 7 segment. What about P1? Row, that's why output. Okay, and what about P2? P2, P2 column, and that's why it is input direction or output direction. Okay, good. Agree. Now you know that interfacing diagram. I will just show the interfacing diagram to you. I will just demonstrate that first, and tomorrow lecture just go through the basic logic, and tomorrow we will discuss the code again. Okay, just now I will demonstrate that code to you. Agree? ठीक है, टाइम झाला है, that's why I'm saying that I will just show the output to you. Okay, just wait. Okay, this is the figure. Just see here, keypad is connected 4 rows. Here 3 columns I am considering, because the keypad which is available in this software is only 3 by 4 matrix. That's why there are only 12 keys, 4 rows and 3 columns. Okay, that is connected. Then output device is 7 segment display. Okay, when I will run this program, suppose I press 1, just wait. Suppose I press 1 number is coming. When I'm pressing 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 7, 0. Okay, now this hash star is not available possible on a 7 segment display. It is just displaying 0 to 9 and later A to F, and that's why it is not displaying this symbol, and that's why instead of this I am just writing in lookup table A, and instead of this hash sign I am place the code for F. Just see here, in this fashion the keypad interface means input is taken from the keypad by controller and passed to the display. Okay, and tomorrow we will see this code. Agree? Agree? Then we will stop. Okay.